Chris Brown, Chocolate Edition, album review. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. I've been teasing it all week, all weekend, all week. I told you I was going to be doing an album review. We're back talking about Chris Brown. I mean, it's been quite a while. I mean, not really. I mean, literally, he dropped like an album like last month. This is like a deluxe. I'm not going to lie. When I saw it on Twitter, when I saw the chocolate edition, I was like, what does that even mean? Is this actually going to be a deluxe? Is this going to be something that I'm actually going to review or check out? Or is this just, Twitter lying to me? Because Twitter loves lying to me every single day. Sometimes I think some things are going to drop, and they don't drop. All right, so, I wasn't wondering with this, but then I go to the Instagram, I check it out, and I realize Chris Brown's dropping like 10 songs. Now, we covered a couple of them. I covered the big ones with the big features. Probably the worst ones to pick out of the album because, goddamn, I had a pretty bad time listening to those songs. But how does the overall deluxe sound? How does it go? Well, we're going to talk about it today. But before we get into that, if y'all are new here, if you don't know how we do album reviews around here, we're going to go over my 3 overall points of how I feel about the album. And then we're going to go over every single track and rate it 1 out of 5. And I'll give you my final thoughts at the very end and rate it 1 out of 10. So, let's get into this album review. I got some things to say because, I was positive with the original Chris Brown album. Like, I pretty much enjoyed my experience with it because, as a long-term Chris Brown fan that I've been listening to him for a long-ass time, I'd say this is probably one of the better albums he's dropped. It's even shorter than all the albums that's dropped, but, that's obviously changed now that he dropped Chocolate Edition. Now there's like 10 more songs, so now it's like 40 songs now, so it's the typical Chris Brown length of albums now, but I had a good time listening to the original album. But how does the deluxe sound? Let's get into it. My first point, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. At first, I was really trying to, get a grasp on the production. I don't really like the production of the deluxe. I think it's too heavy on trap beats, and also, there is a couple of songs where, you hear some good R&B elements, like the keys, some good piano. But I'm just going to be real with you. A lot of these songs just kind of follow the same, R&B trap loop, and it just kind of loops over and over and over again. There's just absolutely nothing here that I really do enjoy. I wish there was a variety of production. The Brown album had beat switches, it had switch-ups, it had all these cool little elements that were sprinkled in. Deluxe doesn't feel like that at all. These are kind of just the same basic-ass, R&B trap instrumentals, which they sound okay. They get the job done. But, for example, Just the Bro, with Ty Dolla $ign and Tyga, that literally sounds like an old-ass, 2000s, a 2010 club beat. A 2010 club beat that just, sounds outdated, doesn't really sound new or fresh, and just kind of sounds like the same shit that I've been hearing for a long-ass time. So there's examples like that. There is a couple of instrumentals, I will say, the Forever song. The Forever song does have a little bit of variety of instrumental here. I do like the beat of it. But, Forever and GP are 2 songs that I could say I enjoyed. So we're already at a point where I'm not really having a good time with this album. Why is that? Well, my second point is the vocals from Chris Brown on the deluxe sound fucking terrible. I don't know what happened. I think sometimes Chris Brown forgets how to sing and he just goes off, and I just can't get behind it. I mean, it just sounds terrible. The robotic deep vocals just fucking perplex me. Why he uses this sound, why he continues to use these shitty-ass auto-tune deep vocals. I think they sound bad. They make his voice sound bad. They make the overall flow of the song sound bad. I hated it when it was on the long-ass song with Leon Thomas. There was so much of that shit that it just kept drowning out the song, in my opinion. Well, this whole deluxe is just full of it. Every single fucking song. It makes no fucking sense to me. There's only 2 that don't sound like that, which just blows my fucking mind. The vocals sound bad. The flows are not switching up, so the flows stay the same. And overall, I'm not having a good time with these fucking vocals. They just sound pretty fucking bad in my opinion. And that leads me to my third point. What are these features? How on a deluxe have we picked some of the worst features? I'm listening to a Ty Dolla $ign feature and I'm expecting some fire, except I get the worst Ty Dolla $ign verse in my life. WizKid. Just shoot me in the head. WizKid sounds fucking horrible on this album. And don't even get me started with Tyga. I'd rather kill myself than listen to Tyga rap on a shitty-ass 2010 beat in 2026. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? This shit does not sound good. The features don't sound good. Somehow, you can't even get Ty Dolla $ign to get a good verse on. I just like, how? How in the fuck was this the feature selection? I don't understand. Now, let's go over every single track off Brown the Chocolate Edition. We got 10 tracks to go over. Let's do it. Starting off with Loose. At first, I was liking Loose because the beat was like a little bit different. But you know what holds back Loose? I'm going to be honest with you. The robotic alien vocals that are on this song, they make the song sound bad. 3 out of 5. Man on a Mission featuring WizKid. It's just Chris Brown singing 007. And, like, I guess he misses the 007 game. But WizKid sounds fucking horrible on this song. And once again, Chris Brown is doing these deep-ass auto-tune robotic vocals that just sound absolutely fucking horrible. 1 out of 5. Save Me. This track. Oh, my lord. This track is horrible. The hook is bad. The flow, like Chris Brown just like lazily sings on this. Like he doesn't even try on this beat. 1 out of 5. Just the Bro, featuring Tyga and Ty Dolla $ign. How did we get the star-studded shitty-ass duo? I can't believe I'm saying this. I like Ty Dolla $ign, but like, this shit was so ass. Just the Bro's 1 out of 5. Now, a song that I do like is GP. GB has a really cool R&B hook. I really do enjoy that. The backing vocals are really fire. I like the overall buildup of the song. This is a better Chris Brown song. I give this one like a 4 out of 5. Nothing to talk about. This title looks fucking crazy, and the song is completely fucking ass. From the instrumental, from the beat to the vocals, from the flow, what am I even listening to here? 2 out of 5. Forever. Forever's actually a good track. I really like the beginning verse. I like the instrumental. This is where the deep kind of vocals really work because Chris Brown's actually singing. It doesn't sound like a robotic auto-tune mess. 4 out of 5. And then we get back to Ass. No Signal. No Signal is so bad. The hook, like, sounds like a playground hook. Like, it just sounds so fucking bad. I can't get behind No Signal. 1 out of 5. Still Human. Once again, this is probably one of the worst Chris Brown hooks I've ever heard in my life. The Still Human hook just makes me want to, like, hit my head against a rocky cliff and just give up on life. 1 out of 5. And then the final song, Appreciate It. I'm expecting maybe a good song to end off this deluxe. No. I mean, this is, like, again, one of the worst hooks I've heard from Chris Brown. Like, the vocals are so bad. The flow of the song is so slow. It's just like a shitty-ass song. 1 out of 5. So, overall, did I had a good time listening to the Brown Chocolate Edition Chris Brown Deluxe? Hell fucking no. This shit was a waste of my time. This shit was a waste of my night. I thought this was going to be some fire. There's only like 2 songs that I kind of enjoyed. The rest of it, you can fucking keep. This shit's ass. Why'd you even drop 10 songs? These are, like, literally, like, throwaways. I mean, like, come on. Don't be giving the deluxe a name, man. I mean, I know deluxes are known for throwaways, but actually don't drop throwaways because throwaways sound fucking shit. So, overall, I'm just going to have to give this album Brown Chocolate Edition, like, this deluxe. It's like 10 songs. It's a full album, I guess you could say, but it's a full album of complete, absolute ass. So, I'm going to have to give the Brown Chocolate Edition probably just an easy. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.